What is going on YouTube? Crypto for Change here. My name is David and we are going to take a look at Algorand today. We're going to look at some price action. You know, we're at an area of support right now that I want to talk about what I'm doing, planning for the next coming weeks, month, and maybe even more, guys. We could be looking at some red like the color you see behind me in the coming weeks. So you want to make sure you're prepared for that. Some good places to be staking, putting your algo to work for you during this bear market so that on the flip side, we can make some good profit. So let's hop right into it. So first off, guys, I do want to start over here on CoinMarketCap. I want to take a look at the price action of Algorand. Now, last night, guys, we did something very, very important that we saw it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. We tested the 67 cents area of support. Now, why is that important? Well, if you zoom out for Algorand all time, right here, back before the last big run we had to end out 2021, Algorand tested that 67 cents level right there. And also, if you go back far enough, its 2020 peak back here in August was around the 67 point as well. And it's been there a few times or in that range. And so this is an area of support where if Algorand can manage to hold this area, I do think that's bullish. If it can, obviously it's tested it once. Like I said, here in the last day, it bounced off of it nicely. We're back up to, I think, 70 cents right now. Yeah, and going a little higher. But there's also the other news of Bitcoin. Europe right now, looking to possibly ban proof of work. Obviously, you still have the whole Ukraine and Russia situation going on. There's still a lot of FUD out in the air causing Bitcoin to, not moon. And so you have to be expecting that altcoins are still going to be suffering as well. Even though, Algorand, I would say, is obviously not proof of work, it's pure proof of stake, has a lot more things going for it than I would even say a lot of the other altcoins that are performing even better than it right now. But nonetheless, we're at where we're at and we have to do with what we got. But I do think here is a good area of accumulating. Like I said, though, this is a level of support. So what happens when we test this again? Because I do believe we are going to be testing this area of 67 cents. So you want to make sure that you are watching this if you are a long on Algo, because if we fall through, guys, on this level of support, if it crashes through 67 cents, I don't do technical analysis on this channel a lot, but just by taking a look at what we have, there is not much support for, once we fall through this until 50 cents and below. And if it falls through 50 cents, God forbid, guys, we're looking at 30 cents. You get the picture. It could be a bloodbath. Now, obviously, there are going to be people who are saying, yeah, that's what everybody was saying last year, when Algorand hit 67 cents, and then look what it did. It popped all the way up to above $2. And hey, that is very true. This could happen again. And that's why I do still hold Algorand. I have been buying some, but I still have a decent amount of my money in fiat or stable coins ready to buy in case Algorand does fall through that level of support. Because if it does, guys, like I said, you're going to see a quick descent possibly to that 50 cents level, and it could even go lower depending upon what ultimately is going on in the broader picture of the crypto space. But nonetheless, guys, and this is obviously what I'm doing, or how my thought process is going when, Algorand is testing these levels of support, is what is Algorand doing, as a blockchain? Is it still growing? Is it still innovating? Is it still, leading the way as far as tech goes? And yes, it checks off all those boxes. Algorand is still looking to upgrade its transactions per speed, its security with the Falcon keys for being quantum proof, guys. And its finality is going to be cut almost in half. So yes, Algorand, I believe, is still leading the tech battle. The big grant from the ETH Denver, from the Algorand Foundation to become EVM compatible. There are many, many reasons to be very, very bullish on Algorand. And so, yes, I see this area as a good area to dollar cost average into, but I'm not saying go and dump everything. And also, it's not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. So make sure you go do your own research and find your own conviction plays on what you're willing to invest in. Now, with that being said, guys, with kind of the idea of where Algorand's price is at, I wanted to talk a little bit about what to do with your algos, your stable coins, if you're in the Algorand ecosystem and, you don't want to be super risky, especially with a lot of the, when a bear market hits, guys, altcoins suffer, but speculative altcoins, they're going to suffer the most. And so we're seeing that with things like Opulus, Yieldly, really almost Zone, any ASA in the Algorand ecosystem has taken a dramatic hit, and a lot of them are continuing to fall because they're speculative startups. You have to almost expect this when investing in these things. And it's not to say that they're going to go away just because they're running through some rough waters. But I want to give you guys some safe things that you can do, to implement into your strategy during this bear market. And one of the first things you can do with your Algorand during this bear market is be participating in Algorand's governance. Now, obviously, if you've not watched any of my videos going over Algorand's governance in the past, I recommend you do so. There's a lot of good information about how you can be earning some good APY for holding your algos there, especially if you're someone who's been holding your algos on Coinbase and you probably just got the notification that your 4% you were earning is now like 0.4% or something really low. And it's just because Coinbase they may be continuing in staking theirs in governance, but guys, they're not responsible. They don't have to pay you the rewards they're earning. They get to choose. That's the whole point of them being your custodian and holding your keys, holding your crypto. Whereas if you create your own wallet and you start holding it, you get to determine. So you could go become your own governor and earn the rewards there. This one is going to be, I think, or this period is going to be over 10%, maybe closer to 12%. We'll see once they pay those out. But still, a great way, safe way, because your algos stay in your wallet and you're earning some good APY participating in, the future of Algorand. But the next place I want to talk to you guys about has a little bit more risk because you will be interacting with smart contracts and the like. And we've seen exploits in different smart contract platforms. So that is the risk you are running. But nonetheless, it is a great place where you can park some algos if you're not in governance, or even your stable coins. Go your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, if you're willing to, bridge it over to the Algorand ecosystem. But guys, Algofi is a spot that you can come. Like I said, you can supply. You can earn a little bit over 2% for supplying Algo, almost 5% for supplying stable, and again, USDC, some of the stable coins down here, and then even almost 2% for Go Bitcoin and Go ETH if you want to, like I said, bridge those over from your wallet to an ASA in the Algorand ecosystem using Algomint. I also have a video on Algomint if you want to go check that out. But nonetheless, guys, like I said, you can lend, you can supply your algos here. You can also stake stable, which is their algorithmic stable coin. You can farm different pairs to earn even more yield. I actually put some of my Opulus in stable to work and some of my Zone in stable. I know DeFi in stable is another popular one, but tons of ways here to actually earn a decent yield during this bear market that we're in, and until things start to flip and you start to take profit. Now, another cool one that I actually did a video a while back on Lofty AI. I haven't really done a big video on them, but they've revamped their just user interface and just the looks of everything. And they've also made some technical upgrades. So I did want to include them because this is another safer way I believe you could be, putting your algos, putting your money to work during this bear market. And if you go, guys, to their website, you can look at the properties that they have listed right now. You can invest with as little as $50 on any of these properties to buy tokenized real estate. And one of the cool upgrades, other than just the interface of everything, that I, really liked is now you can buy it straight from your Algo wallet. So you can actually buy with cryptocurrency. You can buy with Algo, and you will get the, you trade your Algo for the Lofty token of that property. And the cool thing about it is every single day you're going to be earning rent. And also, as the property appreciates, your $50 invested is going to appreciate. So maybe within a couple months, that $50 could be worth $52, $51. Now, I know that's not a massive increase. You're not going to get rich quick overnight using this platform, but that's not the point. The point is, this is a place you could stake or put some of your money to work for you during the bear market, so you're not risky as much, having it in, super risky assets like Yodlee, Opulus, Zone, and some of the other, even some of the bigger ones out there, Solana, Algorand. I mean, some of the ones that are tanking, you can actually put it in something that's going to stay more stable, but also earn you a daily yield. And one of the last thing, guys, I want to show you is a website that actually JT Invest in You showed me one day when we were doing a live stream. And I think it's a cool website that you can use just to, look at some cool data and see, more analysis on the cryptos that you like. Now, this isn't going to go into a lot of the ASAs or smaller cap cryptos, but if you go to Into the Block or app.intotheblock.com, I'll link that in the description below. This is their homepage, guys, and you can actually come and it has a brief overview of just a lot of the popular, the top 10 cryptos or, most popular cryptos. This isn't top 10 by market cap, but it kind of will give you a really cool, just brief summary of some statistics like, in, out of the money, break even price, whale concentration, largest transactions, volatility, and how they're correlated to Bitcoin. So those are just some, but if you go and you filter by name, let's just say Algorand, because that's what we care about, right? Let's just select that. And guys, you can do a deep dive into a lot of stuff, the financials, the network. I mean, look at this, guys. This is a lot of stats, ownership stats, exchanges, socials, derivatives, capital markets. There is tons and tons of analysis charts and stuff that if you're a nerd, you like to geek out on all the data, this is an amazing app that you can come and use to just learn more. But if you say just click on all financial stats, you can come over and you can see some of the historical in and out of the money, which this is a chart that I think is pretty cool to see. And also I think does point to that we are in a potential good area to start buying and accumulating Algorand because when you see a lot of people out of the money, like back here in November of 2020. This was right before an upswing. Now, obviously, here was 2021, and the red wasn't all the way down before that big run. So it's not to say this is a 100% indicator that you're going to make money. But, historically, when it's been this low, it has been a good $0.2 cost average or maybe start a position, something like that. Obviously do your own research. But if you look over here on the far right, guys, we have been under, a lot of people are out of the money. There's 952,000 addresses in the money, 7.68 million Algorand addresses out of the money. And there's only, not very many at the money. So 79% of people who hold Algo are at a loss. So, obviously that's just the, with a lot of the bear market slide we've seen, but I do think that, if it falls to, below that 67 point, like we talked about at the beginning of the video, you may see a lot of paper-handed people start selling and falling into that pressure or just getting liquidated on certain DeFi platforms that they may be in. So I do think that we may see some more choppy waters ahead, but like I said, guys, I do see good potential in Algorand at these levels. But this is just a website, like I said, that you can come experiment on, do some, looking around on your own just to see, what's out there as far as information that can help you make good financial decisions in crypto. And that is the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me questions in the comments below if there's anything about the Algorand ecosystem that you are fuzzy on or you would like more explanation of. I have tons of videos, guys, playlists and all on my channel. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I'm always active in the comments. So if you want to have a conversation with me, catch me there. You can also follow me on Twitter. But until next time, guys, let's get out there and make some money.